Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It is me, your girl Babs B, and we're gonna see if this shit actually saved this time. Cause it's like the 411th time I done made this damn video. This shit should have been out and it's holding me up from the rest. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this review. It is Baddies Midwest, um, episode 8. Where's the beef? So we open up, it's Natalie, Albar, and Jaden. They at a little brunch, and Natalie's gonna invite some of the girls to come hang out with them today. They congratulate Jaden on getting her Baddies chain. Y'all seen last episode, they had rewarded her Baddies chain during her little birthday celebration at the club. And so then they gonna ask Akbar, you good girl? Because after the whole shit that happened in Detroit, we just want to make sure like you not in a different headspace when it comes to the situation. Akbar says that she's still good. She's still having a grand old time. She was like, as far as all that fighting go, I don't feel like I gotta do all that because that's a part of my past, and I don't went beyond that at this point. But when it comes to that Biggie, I feel like she is jealous of me in the way that girls have embraced me through the season. Now, she was like, when Biggie threw that purse, I really should have went across her head. But when I went to do it, I could see the fear in her eyes. So I was like, nah, let me let it go. She don't really want that smoke. Now, Natalie's talking about, I feel like Biggie head don't got a little big. She on her 4th season, and every time I turn around, she keep talking about some, oh, these girls not about to get no clout off of me. And I feel you, Natalie. She was doing all that at the reunion last season for the Caribbeans when she was talking to the OGs. And that was supposed to be her reasoning behind not hitting J.O. back when J.O. hit her in her shit. She keep talking about, oh, y'all not gaining no clout off of me. Girl, please. You is starting to act like Krishan. And unlike Krishan, you have not built nothing over here for us to feel like we're going to get any clout off of you. Natalie also feels like Biggie has an issue with the fact that Anna and Taseki is not standing up for her. And I can see that too, but she should already know that them two girls was not going to do that. Taseki don't never involve herself in y'all fights like that. Every once in a while, she might jump up for Anna if she feel like the person who want to fight Anna is just way out of her weight class. But as for all that other stuff, Taseki don't be concerned. And to tell you the truth, the friend group is very skewed. What I thought I saw it a lot when it was with Mariah. But now that Mariah's gone, I also realized, Biggie, I don't really think they fuck with you like that. Like, you're a hanger on to me when it comes to this group. They talk about the fight with Biggie and Jaden, and Jaden just waved that shit off. Like, bitch, they ain't even shit to talk about. Fuck a Biggie, is what she said in her damn confessional. She said, I don't even fuck with girls who throw the stone and hide their hand. I don't even want to deal with people like that. Natalie do call up Jayla, and Jayla let her know, like, hey, it's me, Anna, and Taseki. We about to pull up. As for Scotty, she's still out there shopping, so she gonna meet up with us later. We get a scene with Rollie and Tinka, and Rollie starts to talk about how she's a little upset that Biggie did not stand on business yesterday. She was like, she's acting like all she's supposed to do around here is look cute, but you're going to have to do a little more than that. You is going to have to defend yourself, at least verbally. And Tinka feels the same way, and she also feels like she needs to start standing up for the people who stand up for her. Now, I knew eventually this was going to come out because all the OGs at this point has had some type of altercation with somebody. And Biggie, you is dodging every single one of them because to tell you the truth, I don't count that little 1-2 step that you were damn, they ain't even no 1-2 step. That windmilling for y'all life that you just did out there. Like, no, they gonna feel like, oh, you think you about to get a free check and that's not happening. You not bigger than the group. In walks Biggie and Diamond in the midst of them talking about her. But they ain't gonna be two-faced about it. They let her know, like, yeah, we was talking about you. And Rollie told her, listen, I understand that you might be going through a lot, but that does not excuse the fact that you are supposed to defend yourself around here. Taseki is also going through a lot when it comes to Krishan because Krishan is all online telling people that Taseki was touching on her inappropriately as a child. but she still got in the paint with Dolly. So if you need to go home and grieve first, then I feel like you should go do that. But if you feel like you can handle it, you can, go ahead and stick around. Biggie tells them that she can handle it. It's just all the weird shit she can't deal with. Which I was like, if that's the case, then that means you can't handle it. Because the show is based off nothing but weird shit. Nelly stirring shit up and you guys falling for it. That's what the show is built on. Tinker says, well, you did stand up to Jaden. And I believe that's the reason why that girl got her baddies chain. So now y'all boosting up Biggie head more than it already fucking is. Biggie all in her confessionals talking about some congratulations, Jaden. It's because of me that you got a chain. Because what really makes you a baddie? Not that belly button. And I was like, now she called out her big ass belly button. Jaden belly button is huge. I guess it's from the surgery. And I was just like, who did Blueface send her to? Like, whoever did Jaden's body, they need to go to jail. Cause that shit look awful. Tinker gets on the subject of P, and Biggie asks, yeah, why do y'all keep jumping on that girl? And Tinker said, no. What you got to understand about Paula is that Paula be asking for it. Because at the cider mill, I did not even do nothing to her. She started up with me. And true, when it do comes to Tinker and Diamond, P do be starting up shit with them. I guess she just want her one because she was supposed to be fighting one. And the other one say, no, you gonna fight me for it. And while I'm fighting the other one, the one I really wanted in the beginning, hit me in the back of my head. So I guess that's gonna be an ever running beef until we all get our ones with each other. Now Rollie says this Diamond and Tinker, they could just let up on P because all that sneaking her while she fighting other people is getting real corny. So it makes me wonder, when P was crying on that bus very upset, did y'all hit her while she was fighting Summer? Because it did look like it was a little extra tussle in there when that was happening. And if that's the case, that is fucked up because that don't even got nothing to do with neither one of y'all. Rollie gets a text from Natalie saying to bring Tinka, Diamond, Lex, and Jazz out to brunch, but leave Biggie ass behind. So Tinka's like, that ain't what that girl said. So she look at the text message. She's like, oh shit, Biggie, yes the fuck it is. In the confessional, Biggie says how she glad she's not going. They not going to eat anyway. And I bet you someone gonna come back without their wig on their head. Well, that's exactly what's gonna happen. But don't act like you ain't upset that you wasn't invited to go, because you be thinking you was the it girl. And like Jayla told you last season, get off Natalie's nuts. She really don't like you like that. And since you ain't really doing shit this season, baby, they definitely don't want you around. The next scene we get is with Ivory and P sitting outside talking, and Jazz walk up. Jazz comments on Ivory getting her baddies chain, and Ivory was like, yeah, not only did I get a baddies chain that day, so did Jaden. And I guess when they was in the club, they must have been a little too turned with all they shaking it, dropping it, and dropping it, and shaking it, because they didn't even realize Jaden had got a chain. So they just gonna chalk it up to the fact like, oh, well, it was that girl's birthday, so that was a nice gift for her. Ivory comments on how she found it crazy that Biggie hit Jaden, but she didn't hit Akbar. Girl, stick around for a little bit longer. You gonna realize that Biggie do a lot of crazy ass shit. Akbar look like she was gonna take her for a run for her money, so she picked somebody who's a little easier, aka Jaden. P feels like it's just because Jaden hit her with them flowers. But Ivory's like, I don't know about all that. While they out there chit-chatting, Rollie calls Jazz to come on and get ready. We about to go to brunch. Next, we get the scene with Dolly, Lex, and Summer in the kitchen talking, and in walks Emma. So she's speaking to the girls. So here goes Summer, ready to rile some shit up, talking about some, oh, you speaking today, but last night you sure wasn't. Emma says yes, because you're not picking on me today. And she asks, why do you keep picking on me when these cameras get turned off? And Summer's like, why are you a baddie and you being extra sensitive? Everyone knows that I talk shit all day. Emma says, yes, it's just certain shit that you should not say. And I'm not about to keep fighting a bitch that I keep beating up. Now, Dolly, hearing this, all of a sudden, Dolly feels like she got to be Summer's protector. She was like, oh, ain't nobody about to touch Summer. Summer can say whatever the fuck she want to say. In the confessional, Emma looking all kind of confused, like, oh, that's the type of time we on? So now when I want to deal with Summer, I got to deal with you? Then you bitches just meet? While they're arguing back and forth, they don't even realize that Rollie done came and snatched Lex up because it's time for her to go ready for the brunch. Dolly asks, why is Emma so quiet? And she explains that she's always hung over from all the drinking and partying. And I can feel you, Emma, because at 34, I don't know if I could keep up with you bitches doing all that. And then y'all got to get up and y'all be filming and drinking and baddie shotting again. Now, if I was 23 like Emma, I probably could. It would take, I don't even think it would take a lot of water. I would drink a lot of water because I don't want to look tired out. But I ain't gonna lie, my earlier years, baby, every time the club doors open, I was in that bitch. Why not? With my damn drink. Because y'all remember back then they used to have the $5 pictures. Some feel like, oh, you're not a baddie. You can't handle it. So you just need to go home. Emma says, and you keep getting your ass whooped. So that means you're not a baddie. And Summer's like, well, since I keep getting my ass whooped, why y'all so mad? What y'all beat my ass? What's the problem? Emma say, ain't nobody even mad. Now in walks Ivory. And she is annoyed that these girls are still having this conversation. She said, just go ahead and slap the bitch already. Emma jumps up to fight Summer. But in the midst of her jumping up to fight Summer, Dolly also gets up and is like, oh no, you're not about to fight Summer. So you pulled a Taseki on fucking Emma and pushed that girl back by her fucking throat. So now Emma getting up with you, but while she trying to get up with you, here goes Summer trying to jump in it. But don't you worry, Ivory was there and she grabbed the back of damn Summer wig and pulled her ass away and told them no, let them run, they won. Emma keeps saying that she cannot fight because of her finger. So Dolly says, go home then. And Emma says, I beat both of y'all asses with a messed up finger. Which this rouse of Dolly, because who ass you beat? Come on, let's run it again. 1-on-1. Summer, don't jump in, don't do nothing. We gonna see who really won. Ivory tells them, okay, it's over and done with. Your hand messed up. Your hand messed up. Don't nobody really want to fight, so let this shit go. So we all about to walk out the kitchen. Dolly goes to act like she gonna grab up her stuff, but she took that opportunity to throw a drink at Emma to try to get her to fight her again. But Emma is like, no, y'all not about to have me with a fucked up hand on here. We gonna run it later on. We get the next scene with the girls get on the sprinter because it's now time for them to get to the brunch, which look like it's more like dinner now because how long it took you hoes to get ready? It's dark outside. Rollie asked the girls what do they expect when they get to the dinner because we all know we not about to eat. Rollie speaks on the fact that she thinks she going to run into Slim at the brunch because she saw Zeus was bringing her back and if she see this girl, she gonna break her neck. Rollie says that Diamond really didn't speak on her son, but Slim did, and she threatened him. So apparently, y'all been having some chitter chatter online after the whole thing with Bad versus Wild happened because y'all made up back then. So what happened? Apparently, Rollie Potter had said something about Slim dead daddy, and Slim retaliated and said something about Rollie's son and getting him beat up and everything else. Now, I ain't with all the violence when it comes to the children, especially if you talk about getting my child jumped. So I can see exactly where Rollie is coming from. Diamond asks, what if they bring back the replacements from last season since Tinker and Meatball still have been going back and forth? Now, this pisses Tinker off, and Tinker's like, see, that's the reason I can't always fuck with you. What me and Meatball got going on is real, and that beef is still going, and I don't want her around me. We see Natalie, Akbar, and Jaden in the restaurant, and the rest of the girls starts to walk in. Natalie gets a text from Biggie saying how it's fucked up that she was left out for the brunch. And Diamond calls Natalie out and says, well, you're the one who says that she wasn't invited. But Natalie tried to deny that shit and said that she didn't say that. And Rollie confirms what the text said. Natalie, how you gonna lie about something that you sent out and everybody looked at? In the confessional, Natalie says how she did not want Biggie there with all that yapping and not standing on shit. Stay your ass at home. I told y'all they was getting tired of damn Biggie. Natalie says yesterday was a lot and Biggie been doing a lot, so she needs to stay home and relax. Akbar feels that Diamond put that battery in Biggie's back on the bus on the way to that cider place. Cause she was like, you were saying how you don't like me because I think I'm better than y'all. You don't even know me. Diamond says I didn't put a battery in her back. I just charged the battery that was already there. Akbar says, you're the type of bitch I don't like because you're the type to not like someone, so you will boost the next bitch up to not like me. So what's your issue? Diamond says her problem with Akbar is when she told her the other night, hey, you did good on your performance. You said, because I'm a professional. And Akbar said, because I am. So Diamond continues and says, when I give someone a compliment, I expect them to say, thank you. Then she was throwing shots when you said, oh, I didn't know who you were until your tooth got knocked out. Now, Diamond says that's a lie because you follow me on, I guess, social media. But Akbar jumps up, getting loud, saying, no, she did not. That's when I did find out who the fuck a Diamond was, is when you bust your tooth out your mouth. I mean, that's probably is how a lot of people who did not watch the show found out who the fuck you was and got interested in what the fuck was going on over there. Akbar asks what we standing up for, and Diamond says nothing and sits down. Akbar said, let's make it make sense, mama. You can't out talk me, you can't out rap me, and you don't look better than me. Now Diamond gets up and says, who don't look better than you with those duffel bags on your arms? Now, one thing I will tell you about damn Diamond is that Diamond got a comeback for you every single which way. And I enjoy it because if somebody decide they want to swing on Diamond's ass, Diamond don't have a problem swinging up with them. I mean, she did fight Taseki. It wasn't the best choice, but she did it. Akbar says, my face card eats your ass down. And I ain't gonna lie, I do think that Akbar is really pretty in the face. I ain't gonna lie. The Diamond's cute too. But I do think that she got a 10-inch advantage over you, Diamond, when it comes to that face card. Akbar calls Diamond a botch body bitch. Your ass don't even jiggle. So what Diamond do? Get up, pull that skirt up, and start making that ass thunderclap. I don't know what don't jiggle, but one thing for sure that do is Diamond's booty. So Akbar was like, oh, and you stink. You stink. Diamond says, I don't want to talk to Q-tips. And why when she said that, why Akbar and Jaden was both sitting there with that same blonde pixie haircut? Bitch, I know Jayla had to feel a slight little jab right there. So Akbar was like, and I don't want to talk to no snaggletooth bitch. Now that touched the nerve for Diamond, because now Diamond done got up over that table and now whop, now Akbar in her face. So now Akbar, she trying to get to her, but security is not letting it happen. So she spit at Diamond. Y'all gotta put this in the rules that these girls cannot be spitting. That shit is nasty. They square up the fight, and Diamond notices that Akbar got a ring on her hand, so she's trying to say, no, 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 stop, 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 but ain't nobody listening, and they start getting at it. So that first round, Akbar really was tearing Diamond ass up. They get pulled apart, and security tells her, hey, you got to take them rings off. So Akbar do it, and they go round two. And this one was a little better. Diamond was able to, get some more licks in. I still think Akbar win, but Akbar spit again, and that shit is nasty. They get pulled away, and Diamond calls her a llama and a camel. You a camel with them humps on your back. And then she started talking about my humps, my lovely lady lumps. Y'all remember the Black Eyed Peas song? Bitch, I ain't thought about that song in so long until now she was singing that. Diamond is funny. Nelly tells them that they got to go. They got to book it tonight, and they got a special guest coming. I was just like, how is Nelly always so calm in these situations? Like, okay, I understand y'all over here ripping each other apart, but it's time for us to wrap this shit up because we got somewhere to go. Diamond is keeping it up though, talking about I'm a professional. I can't tell where's the professionalism. I have never heard one of your songs. And Slick Akbar, we have not heard none one of your songs. Only song that I know of yours is this song that you made for Biggie. That diss record with Shamar on it. That's the only song I know of yours. But hey, she's a professional. Diamond also had to dap up Tinka because Tinka was nice enough to let Diamond borrow her shoes so she could square up with Akbar. I tell y'all, I just love how this dynamic between the two of them has changed since last season. Remember, they was going at each other neck for about 5, 6 episodes. Now them bitches the best of damn friends. We get a scene with Emma in the room talking to P about what happened earlier that day with Dolly and Summer. Biggie walks in the room and she wanted to know what was going on. Who you said was jumping you? Ivy walks in and Biggie asks her about this whole jumping situation. But Ivy was like, hey, 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 she really did not get jumped. And she really didn't because Ivy caught Summer right at the beginning of that fucking fight. Biggie asks, where are they at now? And because I'm not trying to get hit in the back of my head while we talking. Biggie says, let's talk about the fact that we didn't get invited to this lunch. And Ivory's like, I don't understand why I got left behind. And Biggie says, you think you feel bad? She said it in a text to not even bring me. Now in the confessional, Ivory says how she understand why they left your ass here. But what did I do? Biggie says how she bet they didn't even get to eat. They're going to be coming back here in bonnets because they were fighting. And Ivory says how she's ready for them to come home and have that same energy because she's bored at this point. And she goes to go do Batty smoke o'clock. On the sprinter, Taseki says how she feels bad for Diamond because she got beat up. But Anna and Jayla feels like she really didn't particularly get beat up. That it was a pretty even, fair fight. And I will give them that. I wouldn't say that girl got beat up. Diamond is on the other sprinter and she's saying how this all started from the internet. Then I wasn't going to say anything, but she asked me what I said. So I had to tell her what I said. I'm not going to be scary and can't repeat what I said out my mouth. Diamond says that Alpar just keeps trying to say, oh, you just a reality star. And she was like, and what are you but a reality star? We don't know none of your music. We know you from TV. So stop acting like you some rapping ass rapper. That shit was funny. But real shit. We know you from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Stop playing. Then you keep talking about my tooth at the reunion. Bitch, you do it then. Was like that bitch is really over y'all talking about her tooth getting knocked out by Taseki. Bitch, that ain't no easy person to fucking fight. He said, you knock it out then. Don't talk about what the next bitch did. Bitches not getting their tooth knocked out every day. That bitch just strong as fuck. And sure enough, Taseki is solid. Them arms is solid as the fuck. I hope she don't whoop her kids, because I might have to call CPS on her. We get a scene with Dolly and Summer in the hot tub, and they're talking about people that they feel are just not baddies. And the one person they name is Emma, old grandma name having ass. Baby, when they said that, I was like, true. Sure enough, Emma is an old person name. Who the fuck named Emma? Emma? Emma mama must be white. Summer says how Emma was not on that time until Ivory came and put that battery in her back. That's not a baddie. Dolly let Summer know the reason why she jumped up to fight Emma for her is because she not about to let them keep jumping on her. But now that her hand is fucked up, you know, you going to have to chill a little bit. Or not, I mean, you can keep popping your shit, but just understand that I'm not going to be able to keep fighting for you, because when Taseki be ready, I need to be ready, because baby, you need all fingers working with that bitch. Fingers working, footwork, and ducking and dodging. Cause that bitch gonna knock your ass out. So I'm gonna ask Dolly, well, yeah, what's up with you and Taseki? What's all that about? And Dolly said, you know, she would just call herself taking up for honor, but I don't give a damn about all that. We're gonna still have to run it. Dolly says how she mad she didn't get asked to go to brunch, and Summer says Biggie didn't get to go either. She was left off of Bad and Bougie. Summer, I'm telling y'all, like, Summer is annoying, but at the same time, Summer's giving me life on this show. She the only one keeping up some shit, making this shit interesting. Summer says Biggie, Jazz, Emma, and P can go. I'm ready for some replacements. In the confessional, Summer says, Biggie, you wasn't invited to brunch, and you ain't invited to the hot tub. Bitch, how you not gonna let the girl get in the hot tub? That shit don't belong to you. And it say you can sit in your room, ho. Dolly says, you know, even though my hand is fucked up right now, I'm not gonna let nobody hurt you. And Summer said, girl, don't even worry about me. I can handle my own. Natalie calls a house meeting because she wants to know what's been going on, since this is the first season she haven't been in the house with the baddies. Summer says that the house is lit. And Natalie asks who was rooming with who. And Summer, you know, she breaks it down and says how she kicked Emma out their room because she didn't feel like hearing her. So apparently Emma be on the phone with her dad every night. Summer tells Emma the problem with you is that you're quiet and boring as fuck. And Emma's like, y'all know I'm sick. I done been sick for a good little minute. Summer says, I'm sick too. Sick or tired of being sick and tired. I was like, Summer, shut the fuck up, bitch. You play all fucking day, I see. Tinker says, so what they trying to say about you is you boring. And Emma says, I be lit as fuck at the club. I don't know what else y'all want from me. So Tinker said, but I mean, we calling you out because you called Scotty out when you got here. But Emma says, Scotty been here for 5 seasons at this point. I only been here for a week. It's only so much that I could show you. But Scotty was like, well, the cast, they all feel like you boring. Biggie brings up this whole brunch, asking what happened since she was excluded from it. And she also wants to know what the fuck she did that she wasn't able to be invited with the rest of the girls. Natalie says the reason I didn't bring you was because I was with Albar and Jaden, and they have an issue with you right now. Biggie tries to explain that she didn't want an issue because she's not a fighter. I treated you like the celebrity guest, but then you started barking at me. Jaden says, no, I was just stating my opinion. And you said that that's your opinion, so what you want to do? But Biggie, she denies all that. But Biggie, you did say that. You did tell that girl, what you want to do? What you want to do? While you was blowing that cigarette smoke in her fucking face, so that's why she threw them damn flowers at you. That's the least she could have did. Biggie says, but you hit me with flowers, and Jaden feel that Biggie is way bigger than her, so to charge at me is crazy. But Biggie says, but you charged at me. Now, no. No, no, no. Biggie, you charged at Jaden. Jaden threw the flowers, you threw that person, you charged at her. The same way we feel like when you threw that person at Art Bar, you should have charged at her, but you didn't. Yeah, like that. Now let's say, see, that's what we talking about. You don't stand on business. And Art Bar says, after you threw that bag, I was expecting a hit after that. And Biggie said she didn't because she was shocked over what was being said. So you threw the purse, but you was still trying to calculate in your head what Art was talking about. Bitch, we talking about reunion where J.O. punched you in your shit and you ain't do shit about it. That's what we talking about. You wasn't that motherfucking shocked. Biggie says that the only reason I threw the bag is because whenever I'm talking, you always in it. But Art says, I'm only telling you to stand up for yourself. You got to be one ditzy ass bitch. Abba says, don't you ever feel like you could throw anything else at me. And that's that on that. Now we go ahead and get up because guess what? It's time for us to bring in our special guest. And who pops up? Nobody other than Slim. So Rollie, she wasted no time and got up and started beating the hell out of damn old Slim. If y'all let Rollie fight Slim like that, then I don't want to hear shit else about Anna being too little to fight anybody because that's ridiculous. And that was the end of the show. I hope this actually saved. But if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye guys.